In March of 1979, nearly 2 years after launch, the Voyagers approached Jupiter, the celestial body that so fascinated Earth's first modern astronomer, Galileo. Passing through the boundary where the supersonic solar wind slams into Jupiter's magnetic field, the spacecraft's instruments recorded a strong bow shock. Named after Jove, the supreme god of Roman mythology, Jupiter is an enormous whirling sphere of turbulent gases, big enough to hold over 1,300 Earths. The Voyagers discovered thin rings of dust encircling the planet, tiny grains containing silicon or carbon, like a fine haze of ash and smoke. Jupiter's atmosphere displays a dazzling variety of alternating patterns. Cold, light-colored zones dominated by ammonia ice crystals in the higher altitudes, and warmer, dark belts of solid sulfurous particles in the lower altitudes. Voyager's cameras afforded scientists spectacular close-up views of the Great Red Spot, a storm 3 times the diameter of Earth raging in Jupiter's atmosphere. Voyager atmospheric scientist Dr. Andrew Ingersoll.
The Great Red Spot is a counterclockwise rotating storm, sort of like a hurricane, that has persisted for over 3 centuries. We were amazed that this spot could survive in the midst of all this turbulent activity.
With at least 16 known moons, Jupiter could well be considered a mini solar system. The Voyagers flew by the 4 largest, finding Callisto pockmarked by craters, Ganymede etched by icy parallel grooves, Europa smooth and icy, and Io glowing a cold and sulfurous red-orange. 9 active volcanoes were found on Io, the first observation of live volcanoes beyond Earth and Venus. These geysers were spewing hot, sulfurous gases 100 miles, high enough to hit a passing satellite. Voyager project scientist Dr. Edward Stone.
If I were to pick one discovery to represent the body of discoveries that Voyagers have made, I would pick the discovery of the volcanoes on Io. These were totally unexpected and really forced us to reconsider our whole concept of the evolution of small moons which are orbiting in the outer solar system.
Pulling away from Jupiter after a joint reconnaissance of more than 6 months, the Voyagers got a healthy boost from Jupiter's orbit and made a beeline for Saturn.